Good morning and welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning.
And Happy New Year.
I know.
Continued. I think it's okay to say Happy New Year for...
I think you'd say it all the way through January 21st, if you ask me. It's been a great start to the new year. I think it's the first year that I ever worked on January 2nd, but it was nice to get right back into the start of the year. Did you know that this calendar matches up with the 1996 calendar? Did you know that?
What's that?
The 2024 calendar? It is on, guys.
The 2024 calendar?
Yeah, the 2024 calendar matches up exactly with the 1996 calendar. So if you have any old 1996 calendars, you can use them.
Okay, yeah, it's a leap year. So there are 29 days in February. And Christmas, if you're looking ahead, is going to be on a Wednesday this year. So we miss out on it being on a Tuesday. 22 degrees right now, and still no snow in our future, although this weekend we could see some snow showers, but nothing in the way of accumulation. Not yet. Could be third week of January.
This is a classic gray day here in southern Michigan.
We'll see some sunshine, though, later on today with a high of 30 degrees. Mentioned working on Tuesday, January 2nd. A lot of people had the day off because it was a holiday, depending on where you worked. And I think there are other people who've taken the rest of the week off. So I think next week we'll be back to it.
I think so. I think so. Should we get to the Epstein list or what? You know, I was going to talk about it until I saw David Copperfield's name on it.
David Copperfield's on it?
His name's on the list, but again, it's just hearsay. Just means they traveled. Doesn't mean they did anything wrong. It is literally hearsay.
No new revelations on the list.
Oh, did you know David Copperfield was going to be on the list?
I haven't seen his name on the list.
Oh, it's on the list.
Well, he has an island down there, so he probably hitched a ride.
Well, if he has an island down there, why wouldn't he take his own plane?
I don't know. But the same names, again, that were on previously.
Sounds like Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton and Donald Trump and
I didn't see Trump's name on that list.
Prince Andrew.
I didn't see Trump's name on that list, just so you know.
He's been on the list.
I didn't see it on the list last night. Prince Andrew, I mean, he's just an all-timer.
Prince Andrew.
And then it looks like Bill Clinton had pretty much a timeshare at this island. So, yeah, it's interesting, though. People love to see a list of names where people potentially did something wrong.
Jimmy Kimmel's name was not on
I
the
know.
list.
I was really surprised.
Because Aaron Rodgers made a comment earlier in the week on the Pat McAfee
He was kidding
show.
around.
It's like he's going to be on the list. And
Yeah, it'd be like me saying, David Rice is going to be on the list, and then David Rice getting mad at me and trying to sue me. David, I was kidding. Settle down, man. Relax.
So, speaking of air travel, there are people making plans to go to Houston for the national championship football game featuring the Michigan Wolverines and the Washington Huskies. The Detroit News has been doing some research on how much it will cost. And according to the news, Delta is adding more Houston flights.
Oh, that's nice of them.
Yep, they've got a flight from DTW to Houston's Hobby Airport, and there are more flights to the George Bush Intercontinental Airport. They also added a route from Seattle for Huskies fans. Delta flights leaving Sunday for Houston and returning Tuesday were around $2,500 a ticket. Yes, sampling of hotel availability near the stadium yesterday afternoon showed there are a lot of sellouts. Hotels are full, but you can get a room at the Holiday Inn Houston downtown for $384.
Oh, that's not bad.
No. And tickets to the game, they're available on Ticketmaster, ranging from just under $1,000 for nosebleed seats to $7,500 for seats closer to the field. So it can be done. It's going to cost you, if it's a couple of you going, it'll cost you somewhere probably around $10,000, $15,000.
Yeah, I mean, at least. At least, for sure. Yeah. But, or, you know what you could do? You could get in the car and drive.
If you leave now.
You could leave tomorrow and still get there.
It's going to be a drive.
You could leave Saturday and still get there.
It'll be a
So,
long, long drive.
18 hours to Dallas, and then take a nap, and then do the rest of it the next day. That's what I would do.
I know there are a lot of people going. There are a lot of people from Jackson going. So,
Yeah.
in fact, later today on my show, we have one of the Pom Pom girls from the $1 Million Band of the Alabama Crimson Tide that performed.
Oh, I didn't know she was coming.
yeah.
Awesome. Very
It's going
cool.
to be on today's show.
Awesome.
Yeah, a little bit later.
Very, very cool. Tonight marks the start of a tumultuous 2 months for me. I have youth sports every single day from now until pretty much March 1st.
Yeah, Andy is coaching the 7th grade girls basketball team at Lumen
I
Christi.
just broke the news to Noah today, and he's been shaking his head about it because I have retired the last 3 years, but this will be my last year for sure. But we also have volleyball we're doing, and this sport's going to provide some really good stories, I promise you. Just from my first little couple practices and seeing how this is going to go, this is going to be interesting. Then we also have indoor soccer that we do in Lansing on the weekends.
That's
So
too
it's
much.
a lot of fun. Exciting news I just got Saturday for me. My nephew is playing at Yost.
That's right.
His team is playing at Yost Ice Arena on the campus of the University of Michigan. And I was asked to run the scoreboard at the arena.
Oh, wow, what an honor.
Thank you. It is an honor.
It is an honor. This sports note, record was set Tuesday night. The Grambling women's basketball team defeated this, I've never heard of this team, the College of Biblical Studies, 159 to 18. The Lady Tigers jumped out to a 34-0 lead. At halftime, it was 82 to 10. This is the biggest margin of victory in NCAA Division I history.
Really?
It looks like nobody was there.
It's a hell of an arena. Actually, Grambling, a HBCU, they have wonderful facilities, actually. I've never heard of College of Biblical Studies. And this is like a regular season game because we're kind of in the middle of it, aren't we? Huh, interesting.
Yeah, they call it CBS.
Yeah.
That's their name. You go to school at CBS.
CBS.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
We've got a game tonight.
that's right. The brand new JTV Sports mobile production trailer will be at Jackson High School. And
The
this-
Dreadnoughts.
the Dreadnoughts.
The Dexter Dreadnoughts coming to town. We'll have coverage starting around 6:45. You want to check it out if you didn't get to see any of the Shot Clock Classic games. All new production from the JTV Sports team, thanks to Avenue Auto, Mid-Michigan Trailer, M&K, Minuteman, and Computer Ties, Brad Van Kelberg. So many people to thank. But yeah, it's really, really cool, and the production quality is off the charts. So we're excited. Tune in tonight.
We've got new laws in Michigan that went into effect on Monday. Minimum wage went up. The new
To?
minimum wage in the state of Michigan is $10.33 an hour. That is a 23-cent an hour
We've talked
increase.
about minimum wage in the past, and it's amazing. Some states are still in the $7 and $8 range
yeah.
out there. It's crazy.
It's all over the map. Some communities have a minimum wage. In the state of Washington, there are a couple of communities that have minimum wages in the $20 to $30 range.
Is that a fact?
That's right.
I still don't know how certain people do it.
Did you go to Briarwood shopping during the holidays?
I did.
Well, the mall, Simon Properties, this is one of the few successful malls in the country. It's got nearly a 100% occupancy rate. And there it is. This,
We can live there now, right?
yeah, not yet, but the structure there that's twirling around on it's on the right now, that's the Sears building. That is going to be demolished. And Simon is going to build a couple of new two-story retail spaces, a 58,000 square foot grocery, and a 100,000 square foot sporting goods store. And this, on the left, is going to be new housing, 370 apartments in two four-story buildings on the spot where Sears was.
While they're near Sears, they can get rid of that Eddie Bauer.
Eddie Bauer.
Eddie
Oh,
Bauer's
yeah,
right
they
next to
keep-
Sears. Get rid of that.
Uh-huh.
Ann Arbor's out of control, isn't it?
It is.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
So
I
this is
remember I
what-
used to walk to a football game from downtown to the stadium, and each year there'd be a new high rise being built, and now it's just high rises all the way down
It's
to the stadium.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everything's very expensive. I popped in to one of the new buildings, the Standard, that's in downtown Ann Arbor, and the rent starts at like $2,500 a month. So it's not affordable. There's no affordable housing.
Well, I think if you can buy some of these little if any of these condos are available to buy in Ann Arbor, I still think you'll be able to get a nice return on investment in about 10, 15 years for sure. Because it's a great place to live. I mean, they have almost every asset you could imagine. So.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Ann Arbor's a
Yep.
great town.
I mentioned this yesterday, but I wasn't sure if you heard. Did you hear me mention that someone made fun of my pants?
No, I hadn't heard that. Which pants?
The pants I wear every day.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, what was...
They said, do they sell men's pants where you buy those? I don't find that joke funny.
Are they Lululemon?
They are.
Are they? That's a women's brand, isn't
No,
it?
it isn't. I like my pants. And actually, if you make fun of my pants, it's going to make me feel better about the pants I've chosen.
It means you've been noticed, and people have noticed your pants.
Quit looking at
It's
my
like-
pants, guy. That's what I say. Jeez. Do you have any New Year's goals that you'd like to share?
You know, it's a book. I've got a book of New Year's.
Is it a private list?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
How about you?
Just start with the Epstein list, and then I'll get to my next thing from there. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna be working on for the foreseeable future.
I've talked to a number of people that have been at the gyms. Not me, but several people have been at the gyms. And the typical first of the year rush, it's not materialized this year. They aren't there.
Really?
Yeah. We don't know what's going on. So
Amazing.
yeah, maybe they're waiting. You know, I think this week it's kind of it's a pass.
It
It's
feels
a free
little
week.
bit.
It's
Feels a
free
little
week.
bit like a pass.
Yeah.
Each year we get a chance to work with Aspen 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning. They do a heat for the holidays, and this year sales manager Brent Basinski and his BNI that he works with here in town, they were able to give away a furnace as well, and we have a clip. Let's take a look. It's Christmas time, which means heat for the holidays, and I'm with Brent Brzezinski from Aspen 1 Hour. And Brent, you've got some teammates here with us. Each year for the heat for the holidays, Aspen does a furnace or two. Sometimes you guys have even done up to 10. And your BNI that you're in really jumps on board. Talk a little bit about that and who we have here with us.
Yeah, so we are BNI, Business Network International. We are a group that meets every Tuesday and pass business. This is our fourth furnace that we've given out as a group. Little things that we do throughout the year. We do 50-50, we do squares, but we all come together as a group to be able to give out a furnace. And I'm with some of the guys and lady here today.
Yeah,
So,
well, let's introduce everybody, see who we're with, and again, thank you all for. You step inside some of these homes and you see the reaction to the homeowners when they have something as simple as heat for the holidays. It's pretty cool. Tell me who you are, where you're from.
Chris Cook, ML&L Insurance in Jackson.
Travis Wiley with Homesteading.
Rob Simcoe, Liberty Plumbing.
Josh Solomon, Jack 60.
Nikki Williams, Comerica Bank.
Some great businesses involved, and this thing has really taken on a life of its own. But you've been involved in this from the start. Talk about what having your business group involved. Talk about what that adds to Heat for the Holidays.
well, just being a part of a group that stands up and helps people out in the community. Jimmy, I always talk about this. Jimmy Johnston at Aspen has been the head of this for 21 years. But he mentions it's nice to give food, it's nice to give toys, but when you give a furnace, toys get broke, food gets ate, you grow out of coats. Your furnace is there for 15 to 20 years, providing you heat.
let's talk about some of the situations that people are dealing with before these furnaces. Let's talk about these 3 homes that you guys were able to install the furnaces for. We just talked to one homeowner. She was doing electric heat, but turned it off at night, obviously. Talk about some of the other locations.
Yep. So a lot of the times when these people lose heat, they're using electric heaters and they're scared to sleep at night. The other thing I was talking with this particular homeowner was she was scared about her utility bill. You know, the electricity was just spinning. So to come in and now see and feel that warmth, especially on a day like today, we got to go in and spend 30 seconds to a minute. I mean, we felt that warmth, and that's special.
Yeah, it's awesome. I want to thank you guys for including us. We always love to come out and see the good work you guys are doing. Thanks to you and your team at Aspen, and thanks to you all for providing heat for the holidays to homeowners and community members here in Jackson.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a cool story. We got to go in and to the homeowner's house, and she was describing kind of what they were dealing with before. Something as simple as heat for the holidays really changes people's lives. So thanks to Brent and his group.
Yeah, and how long they've been doing that?
Forever, like 20 years. Jimmy Johnson started it with Aspen, and he's still super involved with it. And Brent has kind of taken it a little bit. So really cool thing they do.
Nice. Starbucks yesterday announced that customers will be able to use their own cups for drive-through and app orders. So you can further clog the line at Starbucks. And it turns out...
Like hand your cup through the window?
I can't understand how it works. It's, first of all...
You probably have to buy a Starbucks cup.
The Jackson Starbucks happens to be the worst Starbucks in America.
Why? Well, go ahead, tell us why.
Okay, here's the reasons. There's not enough parking.
That's...
They they lock the door if they get busy. They just lock the door if they can't handle it. They take mobile orders for walk-in pickup, and then they lock the door. And the line goes around the building 2 or 3 times sometimes. So I'm sure the people that work there are fine.
Oh, the people that work there are great.
The people that work there are great. They're overworked because the store's not properly managed.
Well, I don't know that. Interesting. So there's obviously another restaurant there that occupies that location. Okay, that gets busy from time to time. They take up parking spaces.
All this parking.
So I think they need to tear down that Motel 6, build an Aka Sushi over there, a new Aka Sushi with nice outdoor seating, and then just give that whole thing to Starbucks, or put in a...
Yeah, that's basically the problem. The store shouldn't be where it is.
Well, originally it was a Quiznos and a Starbucks, and that was fine. But once they put in this Aka's a very popular restaurant. Very popular. So it's busy a lot. And then the drive-through, I say you just stick to the Daily Grind or Jackson Coffee Company.
That's right, Jackson Coffee Company.
Fortress. I drink Fortress
Shop local
every morning.
But that has been, it's been a problem.
Okay. Well, I'm sure you'll never go back to that Starbucks.
No, I've taken the app off my phone.
Oh, really? Wow, you've really shown them. Our show today is brought to you by Fortress Coffee, and we are proudly enjoying Fortress every single day on the morning show right here. They are located in the Lean Rocket Lab or at the Henry Ford Jackson Hospital, and you won't have a problem with their door locked trying to get a coffee.
The people that work at Starbucks, they're wonderful people because they're overworked.
Just because you're overworked doesn't make you wonderful.
Well, they're wonderful because they put up with that.
I don't know how they put up with it. All those drink orders and...
Here's a new law that we have. The state of Michigan is bringing back the green and white, and Brandon, you'll be very happy to hear, you'll now be able to get the green and white license plate. And did you know this is a plate that we had from 1963, and Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson says she's bringing the plate back to pay tribute to the civil rights advancements of 1963. So,
Well, that's great.
yeah.
Yeah.
This
that's
year
great.
marks the 60th anniversary of the Walk to Freedom March in Detroit, led by the Reverend Martin Luther King.
Very cool.
This was a license plate that we had at the time, and she's bringing it back.
I did not know that. And of
Yeah.
course, if you're a Michigan State fan, I mean, get the plate too, right?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Very cool.
So that will be starting January 27th. You can order the license plate online or when purchasing a vehicle through your dealership,
Very nice.
starting later this month. We've got high school sports.
Yes, we do. Let's take a look and see what's going on our Extreme Dodge scoreboard.
Do you have the scores?
I do. I'm going to read them shortly. Boys basketball, Lloyd Norrix beat Western in 2 OTs yesterday, 76-73. Girls basketball, Western 65, Jackson 14. Concord 63, Homer 49. Wrestling Northwest took care of Springport and Concord. Clinton shut out Hanover Horton. Here's what's coming up on deck tonight. Of course, the big one, Dexter at Jackson, will have live for you on JTV and JTV.tv. Divine Childs over at Lumen, Springport on the road at Maple Valley, and Reading at Concord, and then Western will play in the consolation game. Girls basketball, Jackson on the road at Western, they'll play Lakeview, and then Edison plays Western in that championship game at 4 o'clock today, and that's all coming up on deck. You can see highlights, scores, and more on JTV.tv.
Who's on the show today?
Great show coming up. We have guests from the Center for Family Health. We have Nate Nims and Scott White, and they will join us right after this break.